What's going on? Welcome back to Breezy Acres, and it is a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia again. And we haven't got to do a video because it hasn't been very beautiful here lately. It's been raining like crazy. So today we're going to be trying to solve a problem. And the problem is, you know, they're not here right now, but those little monster dogs are harassing people. And mostly Amazon drivers, but they kind of go over to my neighbor out here and my other neighbors out here. So we're going to try to combat that a little bit and make it a little harder for them to get out there. We're not going to totally enclose them. Oh, here comes one of them. Oh, two of them. The two biggest offenders. So they live to... You can hear the Amazon driver enter the driveway about 1,500 feet away. And they sit outside and wait for it. And they literally just run down the driveway all the way to the box, which I put like about 1,000 feet down our driveway for the parcels to be left in. But they still tend to get out there, and then they're out there too close to the road. So what we're going to be doing today is we're putting in a gate and a section of electric fence over here. So part one, it's going to be a 3-part series. So part one is going to be hanging the farm gate. We got a helicopter up here. Part one's gonna be hanging the farm gate. Then we're gonna actually electrify it so that it is on a remote opener, so we can use a remote opener. So part two will be installing that, and then part three, we're gonna extend an electric fence through the woods about 400 feet the other way, so that they can't just barrel down the driveway here without having to run all through the woods and around. And by then the drivers should be gone. So let's get to it. So this is the farm gate that I bought. It's not one of the diamond bar ones, the green ones, because they're really heavy. And when you're doing like a 14-foot gate, it puts a lot of weight and you have to have a really big post. Now these posts I put in are 6x6, and I charred them at the bottom to help keep them from rotting in the ground. It's a Japanese method. And I also bought this one. Most of the ones I bought are just bars, but our dogs, I'm pretty sure, could squeeze between those bars. So this one I bought as a mesh fence. So step one we want to do is kind of get it level and kind of decide how far we want it off the ground. We got to keep it pretty close to the ground so these weasels can't scurry under there. And so that'll be step one. Now it's pretty close already. Let's see how level that is. Holy cow, it's almost like right on. Now, there are two different kind of gates you can get. You can get ones like this where it's a big long bolt with nuts on it that goes right through the post and you can adjust it. You can also get ones that's just kind of like a big giant lag screw that you just drill in and then turn it in, but it doesn't go all the way through the post. I kind of prefer these because when you're leveling the gate, it's a lot easier just to loosen and tighten the nuts on the top or bottom than it is with a lag bolt, because then you kind of remove the gate if it's not level and turn it in a few more turns. So I prefer these ones, but either one will work. So the bottom one we're at least going to set in like this. So we just got to kind of mark where that's going to be in the middle of the post. And looks about right there. And I got two drill bits. One's a spade bit here, and then one's a bit thicker because I don't think this spade bit's gonna make it all the way through. If you're using a lag bolt style, you want to use a drill bit slightly smaller than the lag bolt. And if you're using a pass-through one here, you want to use one equal or about the same size. Try to keep your drill as level as possible. And we're gonna kind of set the gate on here. Just double check. Okay, we're just gonna put the chain around here, make sure that doesn't happen again. For some reason on the original video there was a corrupt file, so I didn't get to show you drilling the top one in here. But what you want to do is measure your distance from here up to here, and then drill your hole in. And you want to have this facing down, don't do it facing up, unless you want to just be able to lift the gate off. But if it's a horse gate or a cow gate, they could probably just nose this thing up and knock the gate off if it's a small enough gate. Okay, one thing I realized is that when you bore these holes out, you're better to get like one step up drill bit just so it fits in there really easy. I had to bore these out pretty hard, and the reason is because when you put these like this and then try to get the gate in, because this is not adjustable, you can't bring it down so you can slide it up. So you basically, I think it looks like you're gonna have to hold the gate, put these in to each slot, and then slide them in there at the same time. So on a gate this big, I'm gonna try to do it by myself, but we might have to get one of my kids out here. Okay, that kind of worked. So now that we got the bolts through far enough, now we can just tighten these until we get our gate level, and then we should be good. Wish I had a socket for this because it would be way quicker. You know what? I'm gonna go see if I got one. Well, what do you know? I did have one in the Chesto tools. Need a little more juice. Apples are in. Better go check how level she is. Holy moly. Putting her right on. Ooh, you know what? this gap on this side a little bit bigger than this side. So I think we may bring her in a hair more. Don't got a deep socket that's long enough. Putting her right on. And the beauty is with these too, is you can constantly adjust this if your frost heaves the posts at all. Like I got them about 4 feet down, 3 to 4 feet down, so hopefully it will be below the frost line. But with the bolt version, you can still adjust it from year to year as you need to, whereas the lag one's a lot more difficult. Just to kind of go over how I built this, I put the one big post in here, and we got this other anchor post over here. Now, if I need to, if I notice that the gate starts sagging a bit, I can run a cable system from the top down to the bottom of this post, and that'll pull the top of this post over just in case it's sagging at all. So here you can see what I'm talking about. We use that system on our H posts on the end of fence lines or to hang a gate. So you can see this here is a ratchet, so you can tighten this and that'll pull the top of this post over just in case the gate was sagging down a little bit. So we can do that if we need to over at this gate, but I'm going to try it without it because I got that wall of boards there that should keep it pretty straight. All right, let's see if step one worked. Perfect. So let's just tighten these up quick. All right, that's it. That's how you hang a farm gate. So we'll be talking in the next video. See you then.